Hi, this is Paul Dickey, the coordinator of the apprenticeship program, and I just want to go over the Zoom app briefly with you. As you know, we stream the lectures live every week, and to do that, you need to have the Zoom app installed on your computer or your phone or tablet in order to participate. So we're just going to go over that briefly right now. So this is a little video on how to Zoom. So first of all, what kind of equipment do you need to participate in the Zoom? Well, if you're doing it from a laptop or a desktop computer, you're going to need a separate, you're going to need a camera and a microphone. A lot of times on laptops, these are going to be built into them, and you'll be covered. If you have a desktop computer, you will need to buy probably a third-party microphone and camera. You need to have a microphone and camera to participate on the Zoom streaming sessions, because when the instructor reaches out to ask you a question, you need to be able to respond. So it is, if you do not have a microphone or camera, you need to be in class for those live sessions. Now, first of all, where do you get the Zoom app? Well, if you go to the Zoom webpage, which is zoom.us, or do Google Zoom download, you're going to go and find the download center. And that is going to have all the downloads for different versions that you can get onto your computer. Or so right now, the top one is pretty much what you're going to want. Is you're going to want the Zoom client meeting and download. Just hit the download button, download the app, and then follow the instructions to get that app downloaded on your computer. Now, for someone who wants to do this for their tablet or their phone, you can go to the appropriate app store and find those in the app store and then download it onto your phone or tablet. Do you need to create an account for Zoom? Well, the thing is, yes, you can create a Zoom account. Basically, put in your email information, create a password so that you can log in every single time. Now, what is the benefit of creating a Zoom account? Well, then it saves all your login information, and it's easy for you when you join a session. Your name is already in that session, so when you're linked into it, your name's it, and also you get a drop down of your previous sessions, so it's easy to find your class from the app. Especially if you're on the phone or tablet, you just see a drop down and you can actually access your class right from that drop down. Now, do you have to create an account? No, you do not have to create an account. It will work without creating an account. But I do want to stress at this point that when you join the link or the session for the live stream, please make sure that you have logged in with your full name. This is very important. The reason being is that when you're in the streaming session, we're going to be taking attendance of those who participate in that stream. And it's all based on your login. So if you're logged in and you have your full name, we can then give you your appropriate attendance account, and that will make sure that you have your required number of hours that you have for your classroom hours. So make sure always to log in with your full name so that we can count you out for your attendance. Again, you can create an account, but you don't have to. You can definitely log in without, but full name. Next thing is, where do you find the links for the class? Well, you'll find the link for your class in your Moodle class. If we're going to go and quickly log into a class, see train, I'm going to log in. I'm going to go to the website. I'm going to log into Moodle. And we're going to just go to one of the apprenticeship classes. I'm just going to use the electrical year 1 class as an example. So you go to electrical year 1, and when you go down, you're going to see live streaming instructions. So basically, you're going to see a link to join the Zoom lecture. And that's what you're going to click. And once you have the app installed, you can just go to the link, click it, and it will say, do you want to open this Zoom meeting? Yes, I want to open that Zoom meeting. That will open up the Zoom app, and then what you see is the Zoom app launched. And what we can talk about right now is the camera and microphone settings. So if we go back to the app, you're going to see in the lower corner two icons, microphone icon and a camera icon. Right now they have lines through them because they're not on, they're shut off. Now to turn them on, I'm going to click on the microphone so that I can start the microphone. Unfortunately, because I'm using the camera to record this intro, I can't turn the camera right now, but I do want to point out that you can just click on and off the icons to activate them. Okay, and then when you are in class, if you're just watching the stream and you're not answering a question or asking a question, leave your microphone off because it will pick up all the background noise, and that can most times cause a lot of distortion in what everyone else is hearing. So make sure that, again, if you're not asking a question or answering a question, that you have your microphone off. I do know that in the plumbing class, they do like to have the cameras on so that they can see you always. Again, it's sometimes based on the instructor's preference on whether they want your camera on or off all the time. So ask your instructor, do you want my camera on or off? Okay, let's talk about troubleshooting just for a moment. When someone enters the session for the first time or logs into Zoom for the first time, they may not have some issues with their microphone and not know how to possibly correct that. Now, if you go to the microphone icon, if you hit this triangle to the right of the microphone, you'll be able to test your microphone and your speakers. The first thing that pops up will be the speaker test, and that's going to play a tone and ask me if I can hear it or if I can't hear it. The next thing is going to be pop up is my microphone icon, which will ask me to test the microphone by speaking and playing back, and if I can hear that or not. So we're going to try that and show you how that works. Testing, 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 testing. And I'm going to end that test. So as you saw, it played the tone, and I said yes, I could hear it, and then it recorded my voice and played it back, and yes, I could hear that. Now, what happens if you can't? Well, then you hit the no, and what it will do then is Zoom will automatically look for the next choice, meaning that say you have a third-party mic, such as this one right here, and it not working at the moment. If I said no, it would then maybe possibly go to the integrated mic that's in my system, and keep searching for alternatives until it does find something that will work. Same thing with speakers. It will play a tone. If you can't hear it, it will look for an alternative way of playing those tones. So if you only have one choice of either microphone input or speaker input and it's not working, then possibly at that point it's a physical connection problem that needs to be solved. I would suggest prior to joining your first session that you test this out, because you can do the test before you join any session. Just launch the Zoom app by yourself, go to the microphone test microphone, test speaker section, and then test it even before class. I would highly recommend doing it before class. On the camera, we have different choices on cameras. So you'll pop this little arrow on the side here, and you'll see I have two cameras and the program I'm currently on right now to choose from. So right now I'm using one camera for my session, but I could change it to another camera. Again, because I'm using the camera to record this video, instructional video, I don't have access in Zoom for it right now. And here's a silly thing. Sometimes there's a little window on a third-party camera or your laptop camera. If you're not getting a picture, check to see if the window on your camera is closed or open, and that will fix it. Now, again, this is a brief overview. There are a lot of other videos out on YouTube that you could utilize to learn more about the Zoom app, but I think that this is going to get you through most of what you need for at least the first day. If you have any other questions for me, please reach out, and you can reach me at, I'm going to put this right on the screen. You can email me at isu.edu. You can also call me at 208-282-1077. And that way you can reach out to me, and if you have any additional questions on the Zoom. On the first night of orientation, if you're watching this class and prep for that, I'll be very busy. I might not respond right away, but I will always respond, okay? Again, if you have any questions, please reach out.